You know, it's been difficult days for the winged wheel, and it's been that way for a few years. The benefit of that, draft picks. They've had more draft picks than anyone since 2018. 33. Weeksy. That turns into players and young players. You look at the group on your screen. Can you pick out a young Red Wing that you are most excited to watch this year?
My easy answer would be Moritz Seider, their German young defenseman who they drafted last year in the first round, who played in Grand Rapids in the American League and played very well last year as an 18-year-old. I love that pick by the Wings. But you know who I'm going to really go with there? Tyler Bertuzzi.
He's your Tyler.
He's the straw that stirs the drink without a jibby.
Grit the teeth.
He's one jibby or two jibby short of a full row up front. We're not going to hold that against him.
No, that makes him a player.
Of course it does.
You love it.
But you know what I love about this guy? And I've been pumping him since he was in Grand Rapids. I thought he was overcooked there. They should have had him up before in Motown. And I'm going to tell you, he is a Matthew Tkachuk-esque light player. He's a diet Matthew Tkachuk for me. You take a look at the numbers, played in the All-Star game last season. This is a guy that's an identity piece that can play against anybody. He can play with jam and grit. And I don't think he has as high a ceiling offensively, let's say, as Brad Marchand, who's become one of the best players on the earth. But I got to tell you something. He has a lot of Brad Marchand in him, shift to shift, and he has some offensive flair to boot. I love his game.
Yeah. I love his game. They've got pieces, and they've got a bright future ahead. Steve Yzerman's doing a great job of doing what he did in Tampa as far as just accumulating picks, getting guys in there. The biggest struggle for me with this team is basically last year. Their goaltenders, they're putting them out there. They're in a full Nelson, and they have to stop the puck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got to stop the puck out there because there's so many holes defensively. So Jonathan Bernier, Thomas Greiss, this is the key because you've got to now cultivate a winning culture here. The way last year went, goal differential, were they dash 122 or something like that?
Frosty.
Yes.
The snowman.
I mean, no matter how much talent you get in there, if they can't learn how to win and be in hockey games and how to manage hockey games, no one's developing. So that's going to be a big concern for me is can these goaltenders keep them in games that maybe they don't deserve to be in? Give them those obstacles. Set the plate. As a goaltender, that's a lot to put on your guys' shoulders.
Sure.
But, hey, put us in a position where these kids can figure it out. We'll all get better for it. They got a lot on their plate if you're playing in the Nets here.
He may not be a kid, but he is a Red Wing. Bobby Ryan had an assist when Team USA beat Canada at the 2010 Olympics, and then they played in the medal round. Not sure what happened there.